So 969, good morning. It's your More Music Request Workday. You're here with Loz, getting you through till midday, and we're going to get into part 2 of our ramble.
Well, Loz, you had a cliffhanger. You said what type of business that you would set up. And I found it kind of odd because you said if I win lotto. Now, if I win lotto, I'm not doing any business anymore. I think business is gone.
I'd be bored if I didn't work.
Do you reckon? I think you might be right. I mean, we've all seen the stories of people who win lotto and their life turns to absolute mess.
When I tell you what the business is, you're probably going to understand it all. Now, this business, I have spoken about this on air before. So it's because I know I wouldn't make money. I would have to win lotto to open this business. It would not.
So it's a love, not a business.
Yes, it would not bring in the cash flow. And I know this because a similar business in town has closed down. So what I'll put you out of your misery.
Yeah.
My business would be essentially a bookstore, but it would be a bookstore / cafe / bar.
Right.
So it would be like a dark romance bookstore.
Okay.
So it would be like all quirky and like
Dark romance.
No, but
what is dark romance?
That when I say that, I'm talking about the vibe, not the genre.
Okay.
Book Talk girlies will understand what I'm saying. So I'm talking about like imagine, like fairy lights and neon and like neon signs and like dark greys and greens, like the color scheme and velvet couches, things like that.
Sounds like a bar.
And that's what I mean. But it would be a bookstore, and by day it'd be like a cafe, but after a certain time you could also get a wine to go with your books.
Right.
So that is what I would do.
I like it.
As a business.
I think.
But the reason I know that it wouldn't make money, one, very niche, and two, we've had bookstores in town that have since closed. We don't have a bookstore here anymore, besides Red Kangaroo Books.
To say, yes.
But that's also a different type of bookstore.
But bookstores across the world have closed down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then there's, particularly in the United States, they've got lots of quirky kind of bookstores still that are open. I like the movie Notting Hill, like a little bookstore like that, I think we could have a hole in the wall style bookstore here. And
I'd love that.
And at $700 a month, I mean that I'm only quoting I'm only quoting what I saw on the internet. It could be wrong. So don't go.
I don't know if
don't hassle the real estate agent if they want more.
I don't know if we could fit enough books into that kind of space, but
that little space there, it's in between Grill Me Crazy and Uncle's. I mean, imagine what you could do.
Do you mean Grill Me Crazy? You don't mean an Uncle's? Because you've got Uncle's and Grill Me Crazy is on the corner, then there's the empty store.
No, this is in between. So Grill Me Crazy has a little store next to it.
Yeah, on the other side though.
No, it's on the Uncle's side.
The Uncle next to Grill Me Crazy on the Uncle's side is an alleyway.
No. There's a little store.
I'm going to have to Google this.
You're going to have to have a look. No, I'm not.
We have Uncle's.
I even had floor plans for it.
Uncle's, alleyway, Grill Me Crazy, and then next to that was that 7 Scoops, 2 Scoops store that is the empty space you're talking about.
No, other side. Next to the alley. Go and have a look. Google it.
I'm going to Google it right now.
Please do while we're looking at it. Because but for me, it's like I even have the floor plans and everything.
Yeah. What would you put there?
I think getting a liquor license would be tough, but I think a little bar would be perfect there. I think a tiny little bar, hole in the wall bar.
Next to Uncle's.
That's what I'm saying. People could walk through. My thought is this: there's not big enough for a restaurant. Definitely not. I don't think there's any room for a kitchen or anything in it. But for me, I like the idea of clumping things together. Now, I must bring to your attention, if you haven't noticed already, the old Overland Steakhouse. We talked about it before.
It's heritage listed now.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's up for sale. So it may not be heritage listed because it's up for sale. The one on the corner, it's the old Thrifty. Thrifty owned it all. I've done a bit of research, so I've done some research. Thrifty owned all of those spaces. So they're up for sale now. You can't rent them. They had it up for rent for a long time. No one rented it. So I looked at renting that space in the corner. I thought, I could actually sort of thinking maybe I could live on the corner there. Well, they very quickly, the lease sign was pulled down because they'd already put the for sale signs up. So you can buy. So they're selling it as one big block. So you're buying the one on the corner, the Thrifty rental.
Yep.
You're buying the Overland Steakhouse and the car park next to it, next to the Indonesian.
Yep.
Now my idea was to make a real little food area. So you've already got Indonesian there as a good start. And then having obviously Overland reopening and having food there, like international food different restaurants. I don't know what types would work. Just tentatively, I was thinking Filipino maybe, or African food or something like that there. So that was just my thought on it. Anyway,
the nail place.
It's all gone.
Yes. It's the nail place.
What was the nail place?
Yeah. Is that not there anymore?
No, it's an empty shop now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I did hear there's another nail place opening, FYI, for anyone listening randomly. It's going to be called Glossy Nails.
Glossy Nails.
And then I Googled it, and it's like a style of nails, so it's going to be like Alice Springs Glossy Nails. So it's like which Glossy Nails is like a metallic nail trend that we're now going to have available in Alice Springs.
Well, you would have your finger like that on the poles. Because
that was so bad.
Oh, it's terrible. But that's what that's a dad joke, I guess. But you have your finger on the pulse because you work in radio sales, so you know every business that's coming into town pretty much. You know before they even.
Well, I try to. It's kind of in my job description.
Yeah, exactly. You'd think of it like they've thought of it, and you already know.
Yeah, I'm like, I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, you were going to do that. So what would you do in there? Would you do this little bookshop in there? I think you could.
Now that I know it's the nail, because I used to get my nails done at Fong's, now that I can picture the inside, I for sure reckon it would be big enough for a bookstore.
Okay. So when are we opening it?
I'm not opening a business with you.
Why not?
Because we would fight so bad.
That's all right.
No, it is
Good
not
energy.
all right.
Do you know what? I always say this. This is my favourite line. You know how diamonds are made? With lots of pressure, right? Millions of years or whatever of pressure onto them to make them, right? Good pressure creates diamonds. We'd create an unbelievable business, you and I.
We would kill each other. And when I say we'd kill each other, I mean
I would
kill you.
Yeah, we probably would we hire someone to run it for us?
No, that's the point. I want to be around books all day.
So, you just go there and do that.
No, but I love this job too. That's what I'm saying. When I win the lotto.
You don't have the time.
When I win the lotto.
But I think it'd be really good. The other idea for me, because I have literally thousands of records in Melbourne, which I can't take with me.
Yeah.
Because you can't take them to the grave. We could have books and records.
No, see, that's why we can't work together, because you're already trying to take over my ideas.
Well, put a record store there. What about that? I could put a record store just there.
Let's get back into the tracks for your more music request workday. If there's a song you want to hear, let me know. 89555969.